of the 1st Infantry Division, the Red One, whose fighting men saw the war through from D-Day, North Africa, to VE Day, Germany. Those combat boots, polished now for occupation duty, slogged through 8 campaigns and 3 amphibious landings. But units of the 1st fought as far back as the Revolution to preserve the Union in the Civil War. Were first in combat in World War I, when those units were combined into a regular Army division. Then in 41, there came from all walks of life a new generation of recruits.
Boy, do I remember breaking in them first GI shoes. We learned quick it was a fighting outfit from that rugged training we got here and overseas. Still, when we left England along in 42, we felt pretty good. Had a swell CG, Terry Allen, a fighting general. We liked him, and he liked us. So the outfit relaxed, had some fun. Till, on a chilly November dawn, with the coast of North Africa out there in the dark, we knew action was close. Everyone tightened up, waiting. I don't know which was colder, the water or the feeling in my stomach when they opened up on us. In 3 days, Oran was ours. Easy. Too easy. We thought we knew what war was like. But Jerry taught us different. With dive bombers, tanks, those dirty 88s. A tough school, pal. The kind you gotta work your way through. Damn near flunked out at the Kasserine. But we learned the score, started to teach Jerry a few things out of our book. We rammed our way back to Gafsa and down Rommel's throat at El Guitar, where we tore up his crack 10th Panzer Division. Then we swung north to Matur. A nightmare war. Ernie Pyle told about it. Drenching artillery, hidden mines, walls of machine gun fire. Meanwhile, Montgomery's 8th Army cracked the Meredith line. When we shook hands with his patrols, it was over the corpse of Rommel's army. After Tunisia, the crazy rumor got around that we were going to load on boats for home. We loaded on boats, all right, but for Sicily, which, believe me, was no place like home. This time, the beachhead was plenty rough. But after we broke through, the Red One moved fast. Took 18 towns in 37 days. But to take it, we had to stop and slug it out in the mountains all along the way. Like Troina. Pretty mountain town. But after 21, yeah, 21 Jerry counterattacks, it looked like this. We won all right, but we paid. After Troina, they sent us back to England. Our new CG, General Hubner, put us through the jumps again. We practiced for another beachhead, but this one we knew was going to be the payoff. The biggest show of all. The curtain went up on June 6th, 1944. You know, I never think of Omaha as a big town in Nebraska, not anymore. To me, it's a piece of beach in Normandy that was hell. We were getting Kraut artillery, mortar, and machine gun fire like rain, without even an umbrella for protection. We came close to being rained out all right. But when Colonel Taylor of the 16th yelled, "Get the hell off the beach," we got the hell off and ran smack into hedgerow country where the crowd set up the fields like forts, using the hedgerows for walls. It's like a Chinese puzzle out of hell. We'd clean up one field only to find out the next was loaded with Jerry. Had to keep digging all the time for cover from 88s and mortars, because if you didn't... Still in a week's time, we dug, shot, and plowed our way to Cowmont, where we waited for the other outfits to come up on our flanks. The French were tickled to see the supermen getting licked by plain American doughy, who were human beings, too. We got a chance to clean up and tell the folks back home how we were doing. It had to be a short note, though, because a big blow-up was brewing. It came on July 25th, when it seemed the whole damn Air Corps got in on a big bust around St. Lo. Then the infantry pulled an off-tackle play west of the town. The 4th and 9th Divisions opened up a nice big hole, and the 1st charged through. Patton's tanks went running all over like frisky colts, chopping up the panicky Krauts. But it was the Doughfoot who did the cleaning up. Combat engineers dug up mines like fat cabbages, cleared away roadblocks, and all the time the infantry kept coming along for the final kill. It was slugging and slogging, shoot and march, grab a nap when you could, eat while you hiked, sea rations, Ks, and a lot of dust. That's what the school books call victorious pursuit, eating dust. Even when they put you on trucks, you ate dust. It was a hell of a way to see La Belle France, but we sure covered ground. From Coutances in a month, we drove a right-of-way clear across France. Through Soissons, where the Red One smeared Jerry 26 years ago. We rolled across the Belgian border, bagged 17,000 Heinies in a 3-day scrap around Mons, and kept scooping them up all the way to the Siegfried line. We cracked it in 3 days, drove a claim into Hitler's backyard around Aachen. It looked like the final round was coming up. We did some preparing. Hitler decided to hold out in Aachen, pep up the Germans by making it a symbol of Nazi resistance. Gave them a slogan, too. "You are fighting for the honor of the National Socialist German Army," he said. They fought hard, too. House to house, for weeks. But we had a slogan, too. No mission too difficult. No sacrifice too great. Duty first. In the payoff, our slogan had more punch. We cleaned them out house by house, street by street, till on the 21st of October, Aachen, or what was left of it, surrendered. But we hadn't seen the worst yet. Hurtgen Forest showed us that. Tree burst didn't get you, or weather did. Yeah, Hurtgen really trimmed down the outfit, but we cleaned out Jerry. Then General Andrus, our new CG, pulled us out for our first rest in 6 months. We couldn't believe it. Even when we got back to Verviers in Belgium, we knew it was too good to last. Well, it didn't. Hitler shot the works with one last gamble in the Ardennes. And back in the line we went to hold the northern shoulder of the Bulge. It was an old story for the Red One. Mean weather, Jerry beating his brains out attacking. Then us counterattacking for keeps. When we got rolling again after the Bulge, we found the Rhine River ahead of us. It looked like a big ditch for dough feet to jump. But the 9th Armored grabbed a weird-looking bridge at Remagen, and we got over fast. After that, we just threw away the brakes and kept rolling. Plowed right through the belly of Germany. When they told us in May the war was over, do you know where we were? Czechoslovakia. Yeah, Czechoslovakia. And brother, were we tired. You know, they call the infantry the queen of battle. Don't ask me why. You wouldn't say those guys look pretty, would you?
No, not pretty. But they're real men. Soldiers who do their job.